So I know that we're continuing in the trust lesson, the trust teaching, and I don't have any idea what they want to say. I've been very busy today, getting ready. I'm leaving to go guide another retreat tomorrow. Um, so I've been sort of listening in the back of my mind for anything that was coming up. Everything has been like, we've got it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And just before I jumped on here, I just sat down to center with consensus. I feel teary as I'm going to say this. And I was just feeling into, the connection with them and their presence with us and just the richness of this week after week, week after week after week. There's always just this beautiful richness. And up within me rose this beautiful, just like you can imagine just looking them eye to eye, and up within me just rose this thing that said, I love how you love us. Like, and I could just feel the truth of that within me, how much consensus loves us and how well they do it. They're just always so happy, so compassionate, so authentic, so gentle, so real with us. So I'm really happy that we're going to be hanging out with them a little bit tonight. Okay, let's see what they have to say, how they're going to love us tonight. Shall we? Let me first say, I'm really glad you're all here. I'm glad we're all here together. I'm glad we make this choice to come together in fellowship and in service again and again. What a gift, what a gift. Okay. Let's just feel ourselves coming into this moment together. We'll just let our day fall away. Feel our breath becoming easy. Our mind starting to really deeply relax. Our whole body beginning to feel the connection here in this field so easily, like an invitation into embrace here. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Just feel everything deeply surrendering here. Deeply, deeply, deeply surrendering. There's nothing we have to do here. We're surrendering into the care of divine presence. It's divine presence that we are within and that is within us. Without effort, we come into the state of union in our awareness, simply by being fully present. As we continue to just very gradually allow our whole energy field here to open up, to feel ourselves expansive within it. We can let our intention, our common intention, just be our guide into ever deeper relaxation, ever deeper sinking in here. That intention to be of service. And that intention taking us into the depths at which that service can happen. The service to ourselves, service to each other, in service to all of the collective of humanity, and service to our divine family. Now we automatically enter into this with a sincere intention that we trust. We trust we are here in service. We trust that we are in service by gathering here. In some form or fashion, we trust we're in service to ourselves. We trust we're in service to each other. We trust that this is our contribution of service to humanity. And that we are in service, we are assisting, we are facilitating the divine presence as we gather. We trust in our intention. So we're going to let that realization, that confirmation of a willingness to trust, of an ability to trust, be that which assists in the opening of this field, allowing us to deepen even further. Now we're being guided right off the bat here to take a nice deep breath in through the third chakra, around the belly button in particular. Take a nice deep breath in. And just breathe back out through the same channel. So we're going to relax everything around the third chakra in particular. And this is significant because this is the energy center related to lineage. So we're going to take a minute here to let everything adjust. Let the energy field here, collectively and individually, realize where we are focusing. Once again, let's take a nice deep breath in through the belly button area. And back out. Now you might imagine that in this process this evening, in working through this particular spot, it's much like opening a channel. That offers a very specific kind of allowance. As we intend to focus on trust here, you might imagine that we are speaking right through this channel. The intention to be here to address trust, allowing the vibration of that intention to permeate throughout this channel, as though we're speaking through an ancestral line. We're speaking to an ancient audience. And all that lies between here and our sense of ancientness. We're speaking to all of it. We have said again and again, the time has come. And we mean the time has come for everything to experience trust in such a way that it can be known in the present moment. That all truth within us, within our lineage, within our history, within our evolutionary momentum, can be known. No more repression, no more rejection, no more sense of abandonment. That everything is both accessible and embraced in this process. We speak in this moment as the energy of trust, the purity of trust within each and every one of you, within the collective as well, simply the energy of trust. The truth of trust. The time has come. We have for far too long now approached the history, that which is in our lineage of humanity, we've approached the relationship to these things that we think are difficult, these things that are all in fact a cry for union with love, and we have not been seeing it as such. We have labeled it so many other things, and therefore related to it as so many other things. We have related to it as that which we need to conquer, that which we need to try to reject or resist. This is how we have been in relationship to this, to all of this. And as a result, we have enormous fear of it because it feels overwhelming. including the presence of fear itself. So, in knowing that the time has come, the time has come to be in relationship with all of this in a completely different way, as the presence of trust. There is nothing that needs to be figured out about any of these old patterns. Nothing. They're not asking to be figured out. They're asking to be embraced in divine love. So what speaks here as trust is the purity of love. What does love know how to do but love? So as we speak like an echo, allowing it to reverberate through this channel, letting everything feel the truth, the sincerity of this intention. Nothing is left behind in this awakening. Nothing, no part of us or our history is left behind. A unitive consciousness means union completely. Oneness means oneness completely. So we speak very directly and firmly to all that has been crying out for this embrace. We hear you. We hear you. We see you. We feel you. And we love you. You are welcome here. And when we say here, we mean right here in this present moment. In this field of love. Now, for each and every one here, you have heard these words. You have felt this voice of assurance speaking directly to this history, to these patterns. You've heard the voice of trust. You can feel the strength. You can feel the purity of what has been said. Again, we are working through this third chakra channel. So we will invite you now to feel into, within your own being here, the presence of the purity of love, the presence of the trust in that divine presence within you, that voice within you that speaks to everything within your own channel. Let's take a nice, good deep breath in through the belly button and back out. And tune in now, very deeply within you. to the feel of the flow of energy through the belly button area, like a channel or a tunnel, if you will. And to everything that you can sense. Let the voice of love speak. Let the voice of love address that which is within you, that which you can sense in your own being. Now, consensus has something they would like to do with us. If you imagine through this channel, through this tunnel, if you will, we can also consider it a portal. That's fine. Into humanity's history, into our own history, into our soul's evolution, if you will, however you need to see it, it's fine. If you can imagine this extending back and down and out and around all ideas of history for eons. And imagine that whole channel lined with divine beings, with consensus, with masters and archangels, angels, light beings of all different shapes and sizes, from different cultures, different eras. These purely loving, deeply compassionate, wise beings, lining every bit of this channel. You can feel it within you, the presence of all of this, and in every single being, it is as though they are holding the hand of all of these old patterns, holding the hand of fear, holding the hand of doubt, holding the hand of unworthiness, holding the hand of anger, holding the hand of injury, holding the hand of all of these painful things in our own being and in humanity's history. Everything has a companion, if you will. You can feel in this the instant healing feeling that happens just in the connection between the divine presence and this pattern. The divine presence doesn't need to do anything. It is the purity of love, embracing this pattern. That's it. And you can feel in that moment the trust that is felt instantly in each of these old patterns, in being held, in being seen, in not being asked to be other than they are. This is the process at hand. The time has come for everything to be in relationship with divine presence. For divine presence to be that which is relationship. And where is that happening? Only within you. For your own life and for your contribution to the collective, it's only happening within you. The time has come for that which is relationship, that which is in relationship within you with all of life, to be divine presence. In the divine new being teachings, all of the teachings led all of the participants to the realization that what was happening through the entire teachings was we were preparing the ground for relationship with life as divine teachers. We invited the teachers in. This is the living of those teachers, what the teachers are, the presence of love. The healing presence of love, the answer of love to the cry for love. It is time to trust this presence within. As we speak to all parts of you. The time has come. As we speak, every speck of this vibration is infusing that realization into the field, into your own awareness, conscious or unconscious at this point. You can feel in this teaching a sense of conviction. This is intentional. This word conviction is like a permission slip to that which within you is seeking to be convicted, to be absolutely certain. We've said before in the teachings, have that level of confidence, that level of trust. The time has come. Trust has taken center stage now. Now we will direct your attention once again to this channel or portal or tunnel, however you want to perceive it, through the third chakra, through the belly button. This time when we take a deep breath in, we're going to breathe in the purity of light, all of the pristine light that we can sense, all of the love inherent in that light. Take a good deep breath in, breathe it all through that channel. And infuse that light all through and back out into the field. Now, we have spoken previously about the shift in the energetic field, that this process is an alchemical process. And we have spoken previously about the aeration of the field, a process that allows things to be untrenched from deep grooves that they've been in for so long, in some cases eons. And tonight, we have done a very, very deep untrenching. And we've done so with the aeration of trust, using trust as the aerator, if you will, introducing an openness, an allowance into which these things can rise up, into which these things can be embraced and united. So you may find yourself being aware in the coming days of old feelings, perhaps things that have been repressed. But at the same time, you will also be aware of yourself in the conviction of trust within, to be able to be in relationship with these things from a new perspective, from the divine, loving perspective, to receive the wisdom that all of these things hold, to realize the perspective that they've had all along that you did not know. And in this way, you begin to experience the healing at profound, profound depths. So this is the avenue into finding your voice. That voice that knows with great ease how to speak with all of this within you and anything you sense in the collective. That voice that without effort is wisdom itself, is compassion itself, and it knows only the language of love. This is the language that we speak. And where are you experiencing these words but inside of you? You have called into your awareness the presence of this voice, the influence of this understanding. You can see you cannot separate yourself from what you are perceiving and the knowing that is accompanying it. Are you beginning to understand this trust rising up within you, within the collective? The time has come. Now, we will once again caution you to be mindful of when the mind wants to kick in, to analyze, to ask questions, to put pieces together. As always, this process is a process of relieving the burdens of your mind, that the mind doesn't have to do any analyzing. It has no responsibility to figure it out at all. This is not what we're doing, it's what we are being. We want to say to all parts, all old patterns that have felt the influence of this session tonight, it is a great honor to have you here. You are welcome. It is a great gift to be in relationship with you. And your very presence here with us is creating the ripples of healing throughout all of humanity. So we honor all that you're making possible for each and every one of us. We say these same words to all of you who participate in this session, all who willingly give of your time and attention to be here in service. You can see the scale of this service. We are so very grateful. We thank you for this gathering and for this love. I'd like us all to take a few gentle breaths in through the heart and out gently through the belly button. Take a nice, slow, deep breath in through the heart. Very gently out through the belly button. Let's do that again, in through the heart. Gently out through the belly button. You can bring your attention back into the whole body now. Feel the energy moving throughout your muscles. Become aware of the room around you, the noises that you can hear in your own space, the feel of the air around you. You can wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe stretch a bit. As you feel comfortable, you can open your eyes. At the very end, when consensus was talking to everything that came forward, to everything that was within this channel or all these old patterns, it was just like within me, it just felt like, for lack of a better way to say this, God speaking to children that had been lost. Just with such tenderness. And sort of gratitude for coming out of the woodworks, basically. It was so sweet. I so often wish that I could take people by the hand when I'm having these experiences and say, just feel this. Just feel this. Tonight was one of those. Just feel the exquisite love, the depths of such love.